And we are live. Welcome if you're here on the replay. We are a few hours away from hurricane. Okay, let's get organized. I think the first that I'm going to do before anybody gets here is do my pill reset for the week. I don't know about you, but I need to organize my meds so that I remember to take them every day. I'm on blood pressure and cholesterol meds, and I have been on them since chemo. Chemo, I wasn't on any drugs until chemo, but I was on an oral chemo for a solid year. So I don't know how you guys do it, but every evening I need to look and see if I took them. So sad. Good morning, Craig. Well, it's morning for me. I stayed up late last night. I was editing a video. Hi, Dee Dee. I'm going to do some really exciting YouTube content here and fill my pill box. Yes, it is a pain in the butt. But if you want to, if you're here on Sundays at 12:30, you can bring all your pills over and, we can fill our pill boxes together like the old people that we are. What, old us? Yes. Anyway. Okay, that one's already full. Okay, we got one in. I only have 3 that goes in each box, and one of them is this vitamin D. Yeah, some people are on so many they need the giant pill boxes. But there are some great giant pill boxes that you can break apart so that if you only need part of it, if you're traveling or something. I've seen them on Amazon. I haven't gotten to that stage in my life yet, but hopefully I will. Hopefully we will, Filling the pill box. What a fun day. I'm exhausted. I was up till 5 a.m. editing the video that comes out tomorrow. And then after this live, I'm going to do the video that comes out Wednesday. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do 3 videos a week, but it's fun trying. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I have an extra one in my hand. I actually do that with my hometown BFF, and we do mine for 3 months at one time because I drop them. I have big pill boxes, yes, especially if you have anything like rheumatoid arthritis. I can still kind of get with this, but I'll tell you this does get annoying sometimes. And the box is hard to get in and out if you want to just take the box out. But it's cute. Good morning, Brett. It's nice to meet you, Brett. He says, good morning, everyone. My name is Brett Flores, and this is my first time subscribing to your videos. Well, that's nice. My sister will be in town this week. She should be over in Cocoa right now. So I'm going to go over to the beach and see her sometime midweek. Of course, when we plan stuff like this, that's when the hurricanes come. We're used to that. Okay, pills are done. This was my yesterday. It was a big day. I'm getting the guest starting to get ready, to have a guest room that is usable by guests. It needs to be painted. Just like my doors still need to be painted, and I was going to paint them and it was on my list, but the paint that I have takes like 5 coats, so I need new paint. Okay, let me catch up. Good morning, Brett. Very cute. Uh-oh. Yeah, the virus. And as we learned in one of my Sunday lives, the particular virus that you're talking about can sometimes lead to lifelong illnesses because it's an it affects the autoimmune system in people's bodies. So when I was studying autoimmune system problems like rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes mellitus, diabetes insipidus, all of those um, are grouped into autoimmune diseases. And now that virus is part of that study. So I've already been writing down. I don't know how you all are doing on your plans. I wrote down some questions for you, but this is this upcoming week because I'm going to go over to Cocoa probably midweek. It all depends on the storm. You realize we have a hurricane this after. Hurricane Debby is scheduled for this afternoon. I was in the Facebook groups for locals, and everybody was doing the same thing that my husband was doing, and that is it's been raining so much and our grass is growing so fast that if we didn't, and it has been raining every day, so mowing in the rain, everybody's been mowing in the rain, because if we let it go and then this hurricane drops all this water, we're not going to be able to get our mowers through our yards. That's not going to be fun. Okay, back to the chats. How's the plant doing you replanted? It is fine. It is fine. It takes a gallon of water every time I water it. And it's doing good. I think it has a baby coming, but I'm not sure. Of course, it's going to be in a little shock. I, trimmed down its roots and then, forced it into a different climate. But at least it won't be sunburn anymore. I'm gonna I'm gonna skip what Brett said. Okay. I heard be careful. Hi, Jeanette. All right. I have been binging Nancy Carnes this week, and I want to know what everybody does anybody else do that? You're like, oh, I really like this thing that she's doing, this reset. I'm gonna watch them all. Does anybody do that besides me? I gotta find a room over in Cocoa, but I gotta wait and see what Debbie does. She probably will be a big flop, just like most hurricanes. Hopefully. This is really working out as my everyday carry. I still haven't gotten used to carrying it, so I don't know what order everything is in automatically, but I'll get used to it. But something's really bothering me, and I don't know if any of you planner ladies out there. So I have this meals tab, and I've been using this. I actually take this to the grocery store. But you see this insert? I really, really, really like it. And I have no idea where I got it. I cannot remember for the life of me where this comes from. I don't think I printed this. I must have ordered it because the color of the paper is a little bit darker than my thick printer paper that I use for inserts. So if anybody knows, please let me know. And yes, I do wanna know who you're binging. Craig says, "I keep trying to push myself to film. I have a planner full of ideas, but zero desire to film." I'm in touch with that emotion. I have one like that from Cloth and Paper. Cloth and Paper? It doesn't look like Cloth and Paper to me. I will look there though. Yeah, it's gotta be from an Etsy planner girl, I think. But I really wanna find it. And then I know this is Cloth and Paper. I used to subscribe to them, and for some time, I was doing the MM inserts and then the GM inserts, and all of that stuff. I packed all that stuff up when we moved over to Daytona, and then for 2 years, it was all packed up in boxes, and I just started unpacking and pulling them all out and, using them. I decided I didn't need to order anymore because I had so many sitting around that just needed to be used. You know, shop your closet. And then this is, my content book, my YouTube book, but there's not enough room in here to write anything. So, because I just want the monthly spread and I do need to update. Was live on there with Dee Dee. And then there's a video that will be up for today because this is live. And I don't have to edit it. I don't have to edit it. And then there'll be a video up tomorrow. And I have to film the one for Wednesday. I'm still editing all of the footage from the UK, but I don't know. I didn't really make a good vlog content when type videos when I was there. Um, it's just we were just on vacation and I did not vlog. City Girl Planners and the Planner Babe was the one I loved on Etsy. Okay, Winnie, I'll take a look. Oh, you got married in Cocoa. That was one of my teenage stomping grounds. Yeah. Cocoa and New Smyrna. All right. So y'all can tell me, what types of videos do you binge when you start binging videos? Hi, Lux, Craig, Jeanette, Dee. Well, hi, Christiana. I'm just reading what Winnie said and saying hello. So tomorrow, the video for this planner comes out. This is my newly organized old planner. This is a 2008, and it looks like a 2008. I started writing in it, so I don't know. But I went through and found all of my old Cloth and Paper inserts and just made a content creator type planner. And the sections I put are inspiration, ideas, collaborations, videos, and that's where you work out what you're going to do. Expenses, should I ever need them, and then YouTube contacts. And then in the back, I put the stuff from Autumn Beckman to organize your handbags. And I put the wish list first and then the handbag collection. And the bags that I've added so far, I put in the back. And I have been brainstorming how I'm going to do a vlog sale or cut down my bag collection. And then having all these planners, I'm going to see every one of them through. If I commit to one, I'm going to continue to use it until it is filled. So I will be doing that with this, and I will probably do this again because I like just the monthly planner for the overview of what you've done in content creation. But I needed something to where I could, you know, have all my ideas in one place. Okay, Winnie says, Jolie, I've made a huge list of vlog sale bags. I'm going to need that new Never Full BB with the little pouch they're dropping. Oh, hi, Jackie. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Jeanette says, I watch Winnie B. You know what? I think that I'm going to have to do a deep dive and go back and watch all of her videos from the beginning, back when I wasn't on and wasn't watching a lot of videos. I think I've seen one or two. She comes from humble beginnings. Winnie says, Jackie, please don't hate me for what I'm going to sell. Jackie's not possible. It's not possible for Jackie to hate anyone. She's lovely. Well, at least if she does, she won't tell us. Yeah. How many did you end up selling in your vlog sale? How many bags did you sell in your vlog sale, Jackie? I'm really curious. Jackie says that Winnie's selling her Jackie Diane bag. I already know. What was the final number there? Not monetary, not money wise, but what was the final number of bags that you got out of your house? 24 bags. Wow, that's really good. Sacrifices must be made. You're going after a bag, aren't you, Winnie? Going after that bag. I have nothing on, well, that's not true. I do have something on my wish list. I just keep putting it to the back of my head because I'm taking a break. I need to get rid of bags first. But I think I do want a Ricky. But you know what, Craig? I can't decide if I want it in black or brown. And then I saw a purple one on eBay. Purple. I didn't even know they made a purple one. Sacrifices must be made, says Winnie. Craig, what bag are you talking about? Winnie, I would too. Bags in one, really. All weather. It's a no-brainer. Yes. What bag are you talking about? I'm in the dark here. Is it a new Louis bag? Does anyone have, this is Jeanette. Does anyone have a dragon fruit tea rose charm? Because I have one. Oh, that's right. Winnie does have a mini Ricky Purple. Oh, sounds like the outer bands are starting. Or at least it's starting to rain again. You know what, Craig? I think you're right. Because it looks like the same bag, the exact same picture with the exact same shadows in the lighting is posted on there, what, by 6 sellers? And it's the same picture. So, yeah, that purple Ricky is a fake listing. $10, Craig? Wow. Okay. It looks real pretty and all, but yeah, definitely a fake listing. I will definitely enlist your help when I finally decide that I'm gonna do that, but that won't be until I cut my bag collection down. I was thinking in half, but it might even be a little more than half. Because the truth of the matter is, like, I've gotten to the point it I've gotten to the point where okay, you know that I have this Krakoff bag that I got for $33, and I've been wearing that bag since I came back from England. So, over a month, all the month of July, and, so that tells me something. I really like that bag. Jackie, that makes sense. Jackie says, "I just can't keep just okay bags anymore." Yeah, yeah. Um, I really like that Reed Krakoff. That's right up my alley. It doesn't even have to have the shoulder strap, but I'm sure that I got it for $33, so it didn't have all the accoutrement. But I could probably use any of my straps on it. It would be fine if I actually needed a strap, but I rarely need one. When I need a strap, I will wear a crossbody if we're doing something where I need to carry my bag. Oh, Dee Dee, you getting a new car? What are you looking at? The strap on. We need. Jeanette, you're giving away a dragon fruit charm or WBW? Successful. Thanks for asking. Dee Dee, I don't know what that means. Jeanette, I bought one in Ontario for a steel deal. Craig, shoot. I'd love a good strap on Winnie. We're talking about handbags. Okay, for the record. A, a, a strap would absolutely be necessary for you, Christiana, because you've got a little one. Got to be hands free. The initials of her name. Are we talking about a car? Oh, GMC Terrain. Are you going to tell us who your new sponsor is, Winnie, or are we just going to be surprised when the video comes out? And Jeanette's talking about, okay, a dragon fruit charm that's brand new. Wow. My reaction is to the rain that now sounds like it's going sideways. Might be a little windy out there. You'll have to share your car with us, Dee Dee. You can do one of your sexy shorts and show us a bag in a car in your car at the same time. You're right, Jack. Buying a car is exhausting, expensive, and frustrating. When my husband bought his car, he looked all over the state. He found one Toyota deal. He wanted another Camry, and he found one Toyota dealer that had 0% financing. I think we had to drive to Gainesville, and then of course, there was they advertised or said there was a set of fees. Of course, when we get there, I think there was some nominal. I mean, it was like $50 or something fee that they wanted to add. And my husband threatened to walk. He's like, "No." He he's like, "No, you're that's not what it said. That's not the deal we made." Oh, he had spoken to salespeople over the phone. That's what it was. So he had the deal all set up. Anyway, so he threatened to walk. So they dropped their charges. We like to buy them new and then drive them into the ground, you know? Oh, wow, that's a good deal, Christiana, because we had a Camry with well over 400,000 miles that we gave to my daughter to drive after that. When he used to work, in golf, he had, some certain times of the year off, so he used to sell cars for a short time. Christiana says, "I drive a hard bargain." Oh, yeah, car payments are a bummer. Unless you have 0% financing, then you should just go ahead and do it. That's right, when you drive the wheels off it, just keep them running and get your money worth out of those cars. 2 months to find a good deal on a car. Yeah, we find them. It just takes a long time. Okay, I'm gonna actually look at what I wrote down for this live and actually, try to I have do any of you track your sleep hours? Not to change the subject. Take your own money to the lot. They will take advantage of you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they want you to finance for sure, especially with the finance companies they suggest because they get that money too. I know that I went to bed at 5 a.m. this morning because that's how long it took me to edit my video. And then I got up at 11. So my hair is still wet. In the meantime, my husband had gone to bed last night. So he got up and, of course, rushed to finish mowing the lawn before this weather hit. And it's starting to hit now. So, well, at least the outer bands, like the rain, it pushes ahead of it. Okay. So your Fitbit. And see, I don't understand how Apple Watch would like track your sleep because you have to charge the thing constantly. I just get when I get up in the morning, the first thing I write in my list of stuff to do is how well I slept the night before. Because with this newfangled thing called menopause that nobody ever tells us about, um, man, it's hard to sleep sometimes. I'm hot, then I'm cold, then I'm hot, then I'm cold. It's a nightmare. And it's not just I'm a little hot. No, I'm on fire and just soaking in it. I have sweat on my upper lip. I'm that hot. So I throw the blanket off. Then I start freezing a little while later. I'm perfectly comfortable, with the blanket off while I'm laying there sweating. Then I put the blanket back on because I'm freezing. And then it's a continuous cycle. Lux, definitely, Julie. I'm at the very beginning of menopause. Night sweats are absolutely awful. They are, and it would be no big deal if you could sleep through them, but you can't. Yes, you're going through menopause, Craig. Menopause. Winnie B. Still back on the car subject. I can remember me and Bill first being married with a baby. They basically stole our trade in and steered us towards a car we could buy, not that we wanted to buy. Yeah, I remember those days. Well, menopause. Let's see, my sister's over in Cocoa this week, so I got to go see her. I talked about that, and the following week starts off with a drive to Miami to see my ocular oncologist. Yay! I made a kind of a really weird video about this. Seems weird to me now. It'll be up tomorrow. And then I think I'm just going to do a bag change out and start showing the bags that I want to get rid of. I don't know if I've been brainstorming like how am I going to do it? I mean, I don't I don't think I'm going to sell them on YouTube. I think I'm just going to say this is for sale and then talk about getting rid of it, but I don't know if I want to sell them on YouTube or not. Maybe. I'll put them up in case people are interested. Craig, every 4 to 6 weeks, I have to go down to my ocular oncologist and not my regular oncologist. Him I see again in November. But I have to go down to my ocular oncologist because I get a shot in my eye. And then they also put another needle in and draw fluid. Um, and then I drive home. So I drive down to get a shot. But they also look at the back. They it's a whole thing. It takes like 3-4 hours because I'm going from station to station. Sometimes they'll do an ultrasound. I think I'm going to post a posh vlog. Sales are exhausting. That was Craig. Yeah. I think that each time I change my bag out or do my Wednesday bag videos, I'm just going to say, this is another one that's for sale. This is another one that's for sale. Because like I said the other day, I started counting and there's about 24 right now that I want to get rid of. And I'll probably get rid of even more than that. The reason being is I tend to stick into a bag now for a much longer time. Jackie's a daily changer outer. And so that makes sense for her to have a little more. But I'm like more like a monthly changer outer. So that's a lot less bags that I of course I want them all, but do I need them? No. And I'm starting to get where I have some really favorite bags that I don't want to change out of, and that's a good feeling. So if things are just not being used at all, or I have multiples of them, I'm going to start getting rid of them. Yeah. Well, Craig, if you have an easy way to switch out your bags, and I mean, that makes sense. And sometimes I do switch out depending on, like if we do one thing in the morning and then do something else in the afternoon that requires a different bag because different bags are required for different things. Like I'm not going to go walk around the state park with my Ricky. I don't have a Ricky with my Reed Craycoff top handle. That would just be uncomfortable. I would throw on my actually I wear my Louis Vuitton Speedy 25 in a bean in case it rains. So and that bag's still in great condition. I love it, so I don't see any point in getting rid of it. Also, there's, one other thing that I keep forgetting to do is, I had it remember, Craig, I was telling you I bought a spy pin and I wore it in Louis with me when I was picking up my bag. I still don't even know if I have any footage on that, I haven't checked yet, but trying to figure out how to use it was just confusing, and I doubt it, but it'll be fun to put into a video if I do have it. Craig says, "I find it exhausting changing bags daily now. I guess I'm just getting old." You know what? Maybe that's what it is. Or maybe I just know where everything is in that bag at the moment and I'm really enjoying it, so I don't wanna change it. Do you like my old Etsy cover? I found this when I think I talked about this before. It goes on the regular 7 by 9 Erin Condrens, and, somebody was making them and selling them on Etsy years ago, but I found it again in a box and put it on that planner. 'Cause that makes sense, advanced potion making. That's what we're doing. Such a artist. Ah, I'd like to add, more of an artistic flair to my video, but I'm afraid it'll turn out more autistic than artistic. Did I say that out loud? I probably said that out loud. Probably shouldn't have said that out loud. Winnie B, I'm dizzy with vertigo. I'll be taking Phenergan, which causes more issues. Love being 55. Woohoo! You're a year younger than me, Winnie. Why do you have vertigo? Oh, mm, I had been on my chemo. I don't know how long, about 7 months. And I started getting really, really bad vertigo. It was really bad. And to the point where I went to my doctor and I told her about it. And she sent me to the ER. So they did a series of tests on me and stuff and never knew what caused it. And it kept happening for a long time. It wasn't until I got off the chemo and a few months go by to get it titrated out of my system before the dizziness stopped, and it was bad. I would be laying in bed and it was like I was just spinning. It was out of control. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It's one of the those times where you go, "Oh, this is it. This is how I die." Spinning in my bed. Vertigo's miserable at any age. Dead space. Jolie Plant, Ivy. Winnie, do you know about staring at an inanimate object to stop vertigo? For example, stare at a doorknob until the spinning stops. I learned that from a vertigo doctor. Jolie Plant? What? No? Yes, I'll be doing another plant video probably, you know, for next Friday. Oh, finding it difficult to figure out the amount of water to give. Always giving too much, not enough help. Okay, well, I find you have a severe UTI, Winnie? Ow. I find with plant watering that, hello, how's the weather? It's raining. I find that with, watering my plants, um, I go around once a week and water them, but, um, it's become more of a feel thing that I wouldn't know how to teach on the interwebs. I just get to know them, and, it's become more of a feel thing. And then every once in a while, they get a little bit of fertilizer and, about a quarter strength, though, not regular strength, and, take 'em to the sink and wash the whole plant and soak it, and then let it sit there and drain, uh, every few months just to keep them clean. Yeah, um, Googling how to take care of plants just doesn't work. Yes, we are Florida. Welcome in Florida. I'm sitting in Florida right now. We're welcoming Hurricane Debby. Debby! We might be under a tornado watch. I don't really pay attention. I'll look later. We just had some rain whipping up and hitting, like, coming sideways, but that's gone. But that's how the bands work. You get slammed and it goes away, slammed, then it goes away. If I suddenly go offline, it's just because an electric pole went down or something. You have two peace lilies, three birds of paradise. Can't seem to get. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you this right now. Birds of paradise, I have never tried to grow inside the house. Um, and peace lilies, I kill every peace lily I have ever tried to grow. I can't grow them. I like philodendrons, alocasias, and I would like to try some anthuriums, and then I have some peperomias. But there's only one peperomia that's easy for me to grow. And then sorry, I have a Hoya that's going nuts in the living room. I really like that plant. So he got really long and was touching the floor, and I didn't want my Roomba to eat my Hoya, so I gave it a trim, and I'm water propagating some Hoya right now to see if I can make some new plants. I've had them all over 10 years, so I guess I'm doing okay then. Yeah, I mean, for me, plants are all about experimentation. The next thing I'm gonna do actually this afternoon is I have this really cheap shelf that I got at, Rose's on 10% off Wednesdays for seniors, and, I'm gonna set it up to start seedlings because it is time in Florida to get our winter crop started. So I need to get the seedlings going. PDQ. Yeah. You can tell that we're really scared about the hurricane. It's kind of a normal Florida thing, you know? We're always prepared, which means we rarely prepare because there's not much you can do. I will do more plant content, though I do not know a lot about plants. I've been binging Unplant Parenthood. I adore her. I think her channel's awesome, but she's way more advanced than me, way more advanced. So it'll just be me futzing around trying to figure out how to get things to keep growing. It's fun to try to bring the jungle inside and then fight the pests that comes with, like fungus gnats and trips or thrips and trips, thrips and things like that. Yeah, me too. I really like to see how others take care of them, and I also I like watching those YouTubers that spend oodles and gobs on these various plants that I would never do that, and, at the height of that well, actually, at the end of, lockdowns is when I started seeing really expensive plants. They actually brought in a jewelry a jewelry case at the, one of the nurseries that I used to go to, and they put all of those expensive crossbreeds and everything that everybody was selling for $700 for a little plant in this jewelry case, and I went by and I'm just like, "Oh my god, that's no. That's the last thing I need is to spend purse money on a plant, then take it home and kill it." It's not gonna Ivy, there's, so much that I don't know about Florida permaculture. We have a lawn, and it's a big lawn. It takes 4 hours to mow it, and, I would like to let some of that go back to natural Florida, but picking the plants that go there, and there are a lot of people here in Florida who do Florida permaculture because there are tons of plants all over the country that grow naturally, that are edible and a good source of food, and I really wanna find out what those plants are and create more of an ecosystem we can eat from in our old age. And, I just really, really, really wanna do that. Jolie, you like banana trees? I think they're so beautiful. They don't last in Tennessee, but they would there. We had one for a very short time. We removed it, not here, but in another house that we lived in, and the reason being is they planted it right next to the house. We had a bird of paradise and a banana tree, and they were both very tall. They were over the first story. But the bird of paradise harbored cockroaches, and it was just too close to the house, so we had to get rid of that. And the banana tree was home to hundreds of tree frogs right outside our bedroom window, which did not work for my husband. Did not work. So that had to be taken out. But yes, I would like to grow both of those again, but not right next to my house. I can see your message, Florida. I'm gonna try bananas and another bird of paradise. It's fun to grow salsa, veggie soup, and salad. There's nothing like perfectly ripe orange off a tree. There's not. Unfortunately, Florida is no longer, citrus from the citrus canker. Climate change. We don't have the orange groves here like we used to. It's just sad. That's interesting, Florida. For some reasons, the mods can't see you. Okay, here's my plan with the food for now. We need to be able to start growing the food that we're actually buying, like tomatoes. We can't grow those in Florida. It's too hot. They have to be grown indoors. Um, so we are going to try to do those hydroponically in the future. Also lettuce, it's too hot for lettuce. So we are going to grow that hydroponically. We have a small hydroponic system right now where we are growing. My husband is growing 3 little plants right now. And the garden is down until winter. We're not really using it. We have some silage tarps out to create new, larger gardens. and we need to put in our winter vegetables, which we can grow, which is onions, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli. I want carrots, some greens, stuff like that that we can grow through the winter. I used to when Ivy, in response 2 years ago, I had a student who would bring me oranges from his backyard tree. I'm telling you, haven't yes. When I was a kid here in Florida in the 70s and 80s, our neighborhood was right across the dirt road from an orange grove that had planted a really nice tangerine tree. And every morning we were out there, especially, in the winter, we would go get our tangerines and eat them at the bus stop, and they're just awesome. Winnie, are you okay? Winnie says he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. I think you're referring to Craig being a moderator saying I can see Florida. And Florida is the name of a person in the chat, not just where we are. We did try some corn, but we planted it too late. And one of my grandparents used to grow watermelon, but it doesn't grow like it used to. We went to when we were at Hever Castle, they had a tomato salad. And just looking in the bowl, I was like, "What?" There were yellow and green and red tomatoes, and it looked like and it had some sort of cheese mixed in and kind of a vinaigrette. And we had that, and those were the best tomatoes I've had my whole life. And I'm like, "We need these tomatoes. How do we get these tomatoes?" I mean, tomatoes are heaven. Absolutely. We have to have those. Oh, you're in Pompano. Okay. You're a tad south of me. I think Debbie's going to sweep right over us. I'm in North Central, south of Gainesville. I'm going to wind this down. Storm's picking up again. I can hear it. I think we're getting the severe outer bands right now. I burnt down my grandma's strawberry patch once. I was kind of a firebug, but I'm deathly afraid of fire. That was Winnie. Winnie. When I was too young to remember, I remember parts of it. I guess I was about 3. Apparently, I went into the spare bedroom, plugged in a space heater, then climbed up on top of the space heater, knocking it face down, and burnt the house down while my parents were at work and I was at my grandmother's being babysat. So, yeah, I earned a reputation before I was old enough to know what I was doing as, being kind of a firebug. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I have a video coming out tomorrow and probably another one on Wednesday. I need to do a bag switch out. And I still have my UK trip in my editor. And I'm trying to make something of it, but it's not good. We'll see. I'll try to be really creative. And we'll try to stay safe and dry, and hopefully we'll have electricity through the storm. That would be nice. Everybody have a great day. Thank you for coming by, and thank you to the mods. And thank you for stopping by and coming to see me. That was nice. And thank you for participating in the chats. Bye.